Black culture, hip hop was so influencing everything, and then seeing these entrepreneurs, these young musicians become entrepreneurs and really have their own right, and telling our story from our culture through clothing was so important to me. It really inspired me, and to be in that space, I know you guys can, relate to that, is being able to work with brands like Baby Fat, Fat Farm, Academics, and Rockaware. All these brands really meant a lot to me, and definitely inspired how I would move forward. So I ended up being design director for many brands, and lived overseas. Was a global design director for this wholesale company in New York, but I had a Chinese team. I had to learn Mandarin. I had a Chinese team and had an American team, and I had to manage both teams. So I was up all night. I would work during the day and then Skype at night to my American team. And then I came back to New York, and I knew that I really wanted to do my own thing. And so that's a longer story, but I just kept trying until it felt right. Fast forward to now is my sister started an organization called We Got Us Now, which is for children who are incarcerated parents. So I'm a workaholic, and that's been like my thing. And really, it was a way for me not to deal with what was happening in my life, which my father had been incarcerated. For now, it's 31 years now. And for me to deal, I love to travel because that means I didn't have to deal with any of my family stuff. I could just be away from all the, the trauma of what that looks like. She started an organization and put all our stuff on blast. And I was like, damn it. You're just going to tell her story? Nobody knows what I'm doing, So she really, really pushed, something that Jermaine said about not being afraid to change, and that shift really, she disrupted in a lot of ways what I needed to have, that healing. I needed to have that space to be able to speak from. And so, simultaneously, I kept working and getting these high positions, and also getting laid off from jobs because business kept changing and the market kept changing, and it wasn't ever because of my talent. It was just the business is changing. So I was just like, what is happening? And I just felt like God kept pushing me, you need to go and do this. You need to go and do this. You need to go and do this. And finally, when she started this organization, We Got Us Now, that's for children who've been impacted by parental incarceration, I stepped away from the fashion industry, and I had the opportunity to really work closely with her, and I really just decided to really examine why I was so into denim and why I wanted to do denim. And I went through a whole history of denim, and it brought me back to that. And so our denim now is sustainable, and then a portion of the proceeds, whenever anyone purchases anything, it goes to uplifting initiatives that We Got Us Now. And that's where I'm at. It's really about being intentional about what I'm putting out in the universe, and impacting communities. So when I look at sustainability, I look at it as a full circle, a holistic approach. It needs to be not just product, but it needs to be impact. How can I impact my communities? How can I impact myself? How can I be, authentic? So that's really important. And that's where I'm at today. Thank you.